This project will be one of the biggest AI projects in the crypto AI sector. AI has absolutely been dominating mindshare, and we know that AI agents have been going absolutely parabolic on base chain. Now, so what if I told you that the gem I'm going to share with you in today's video has the potential to go even more parabolic and bigger than all of them? Even better, that you are super early in discovering this opportunity if you are watching my video now. As much as I hate to be a tease, you will have to stay until the very end of this video to find out what hidden gem I'm talking about. We're first going to cover the latest news in the crypto and Bitcoin world and markets, at which point I'll explain where we are on this path to an AI-dominated alt season. That said, my name is Jessica, and I'm so happy to be here today to share today's news and updates and amazing alpha with you. So without further ado, let us jump into it. All right, guys. So first thing is first, you already know what I do. I cover Bitcoin's price. And as of right now, we can see, hopefully you can see, we are at 96,600 and some change, 45, 36, depending on the moment of this video by the time you see it. And this is healthy, is all I'm going to continue to say, because I don't know if you were following Bitcoin's news, but on Friday, we almost went back to 100K Bitcoin. And then of course, people took profits and it's just normal. But as you can see, we've been fighting our way back up. Every time there's a little bit of selling pressure, it's immediately bought back up. So as I've said in my previous videos, this is so healthy and it's nothing for you to be worried about. And if anything, it just signals of what is to come. But let us zoom in a little closer. And here, as you can see, this is the latest news we have as of the time of today's video. It's still slightly before market open on the East Coast. So if you're waking up in America on the East Coast, then this is right before market open, most likely by the time this video is released. If not, we still don't have the data for Monday on the East Coast, because remember, I'm in Southeast Asia, I'm in Bangkok. But alrighty, so if we're looking at the latest news that we have, the latest data of inflows, it's still from November 27th, right? So on basically last Friday, and these values are in the millions once again. So overall, we had a very healthy day, several inflows up to $103 million in inflows. So this is amazing. And if we start looking at specific details that are going on in the market right now that really tell us where we are right now in light of this parabolic bull run phase that everyone keeps talking about, including myself, is if we check out Bitcoin news here, we would see that we actually saw our first $26,000 monthly candle in all of Bitcoin's history. As you can see right here, I'm going to zoom in for you. This is that $26,000 candle. We've never run up in one single sprint, nonstop, $26,000 worth. So that is what you need to understand and take from this, is that we're seeing historic days. And this is what tells me that this bull run is going to be unlike any other we've seen, despite all the data and all these things that other crypto influencers, or even the data that I'm sharing with you, there still is not enough data to take into account the mass adoption that the world is actually facing in Bitcoin and Bitcoin's history. So this is a telling sign for me. This is a glimpse of the future and of what else we can expect from Bitcoin this bull run. And then if we take a look at Ethereum's ETF inflows or outflows, as you can see on my screen here, this is also by Farside Investors. Because remember, value, the way this bull run is going to play out and is playing out, is that value first comes into Bitcoin. Bitcoin swells, right? It finds this new price discovery support. And then from there, and this has to happen for about 4 to 6 weeks. And we're now, I believe this is like week 4. Don't quote me, but I believe it's like 4 weeks of now Bitcoin's like rallying. At that point, or at this point, welcome. It's at this point pretty much that we're starting to see this value flow over and topple over basically into Ethereum and Ethereum's ecosystem, which if you've seen my past videos or have not, I'd encourage you to go watch them because I basically outlined it all, right? So what we can see on the screen right here as well is the latest information we have as of last Friday, East Coast time in America. And these are the inflows and some outflows in red for Ethereum's ETFs. And remember that Ethereum's ETFs were approved before Bitcoin's ETF. So they are actually most likely going to be the chain that financial institutions will use most likely as they enter crypto in the crypto space. So Ethereum looking extremely bullish with a total of $90.1 million in value. So that's just monumental and historic in itself as well. And then here we can see from the Wolf of All Streets, this is by Scott Melker, actually, who used to be a famous DJ before he went all in on crypto. Just some tidbits for you guys. Really great value as well. He has a YouTube channel as well. So if you want to go, discover who else you can gain and learn valuable information from, this would be someone as well. I'd encourage you to follow him on Twitter as well because he's, very, very connected, and I'm here to share all the best resources with you. So it's okay if you go follow other people too. This is what Scott basically has to say. He says, Ethereum's ETFs recorded their highest single day of inflows on Friday. It's amazing. So while Bitcoin was reaching for 100K again, Ethereum also saw its record highest single day of inflows. So just think about how we're seeing record breaking across both major cryptos, right? He goes on to say, spot Ethereum's ETFs recorded their highest single day inflows on Friday, adding nearly $333 million worth following Thanksgiving. And remember, if you've seen my past videos, I think 3 videos ago, I specifically talk about this. And there's a whole chart there. You may want to go check out the video and take a screenshot of it because it shows how historically there's a whole theory around this. It's called what is it? I forget what it's called, but there's a whole name for this theory. And it basically talks about how every year following a halving, basically Bitcoin runs between 27% and 99%. This is verbatim, by the way, for the past 3 years following a halving, which happens every 4 years for Bitcoin. So respectively, I believe it was 27, 30, or 33, and then 99%. Bitcoin pumps between November and end of December. I believe that's right. So we were expecting a pump. And also Bitcoin always pumps. The market pumps after Thanksgiving. So this happened on Friday. So we keep reading. He goes on to say, the surge was led by BlackRock's ETHA or ETHA, which gained over $250 million worth. And Fidelity's FETH, which had 79 million in inflows in value, while Grayscale's ETH fund added 3.4 million. This record-breaking day coincides with a nearly 40% rise in ETH's price over the past month. Isn't that amazing? So not only has Ethereum's price risen 40% in this last month, but then it also goes ahead and experiences its single highest day of inflows, right? Amazing. So just connect all these dots, It says Ethereum's ETFs now hold over 11 billion in value, with Grayscale leading at 5.37 billion in its ETHE, and BlackRock. These are all fund names, right? For the products that they're selling. BlackRock's ETHA follows with a $2.1 billion total now, while Fidelity's FETH manages 952.33 million. Trippy. That's a lot. These are the days that we're living. We're living historical all-time highs. We just saw Bitcoin's largest run up in one single green candle of $26,000. Now all of this, Ethereum's highest, most profitable inflows day. It's amazing. It's literally amazing. We are living history moment by moment. And then here we have this from Sasal.eth, who goes on to say, no matter your political views, a president buying ETH is so effing wild. And here you can see it from Trump also stashing up, That's what's awesome about him being a president, as Sasal said, is you don't have to like him, dislike him. But if he's driving the market, which this alone drives the market, right? Like our leaders should do this. I believe a good leader inspires, and there's no better way to inspire than to act and show through your actions. And that is what President Trump is doing, which is beautiful, truly beautiful. And then here we have it by Benjamin Cohen, who's CEO and founder at ITC Crypto and ITC Stocks, like a PhD in engineering. He goes on to say that the pair, ETH and BTC, are still following a familiar pattern. He says it tends to find renewed strength starting in either December or January based on historical observations. So the key word or key words here are historical observations. So once again, it's so important, and I'm here to remind you of this, is a reference to what we know. And remember that there is so much of what we're living right now that we don't know and history has never known. So it's impossible for current data and charts to take that into account. So that is what is important to know right now. But that said, I'll still show you the chart and show you where we are right now, which is right here. And if we follow historical patterns, then basically we would be looking at December 2019 as a reference point as to what happens next. So we'll see. Many believe, and I've shown this in my past videos, which I would encourage you to go see because there's some dated information. You can skip the first few minutes of my past videos, but once you get past the first minute or two, because I talk slow, the rest of it is really good and good research that's still applicable to you and to me and to all of us and to the market, because I continue to piece together charts and data and theories and facts that you should know that will prepare you for this bull run. And just play me on 2x so that you don't go crazy with how slow I speak. Anyways, let's keep moving forward. And here, as you can see, this is by Rect Capital, and they basically show us that Ethereum is less than 1 hour away from confirming a breakout from this wedging structure that was drawn on the screen here. And remember, this is from yesterday, so pretty bullish, and we've continued to see the market pump, right? So extremely bullish. Now, that said, we're going to shift gears a little bit and start to talk about and reiterate the fact that we're now starting to see value move from Bitcoin into Ethereum's ecosystem. And as part of this transition, what needs to happen is Bitcoin dominance. It doesn't mean it's going to garbage. It doesn't mean Bitcoin's going down to nothing, because this can be a little confusing in the beginning when you're new. It just means that Bitcoin's dominance needs to go down in comparison to ETH so that that value rolls over into ETH's ecosystem, all the top layer 2s, all the top altcoins, the blue chips as we call them. And then that also, almost like a generator, right? Or like it starts to propel, like it starts to move all that value into other microcaps as we call them, which basically just mean small projects, right? Because they have small total market capitalization. So they're new, right? Something is small when it's new. So that's what needs to happen. And as you can see on my screen, that is what's happening. Bitcoin's dominance is going down, and we're at a new 3-month low, despite Bitcoin's price still being high, because that can happen. And then remember, if you saw my last video, you would know that there is a decoupling happening between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Things are not adding up necessarily, and they're not playing out as they have in past bull runs. So we may encounter a world or a reality where Bitcoin continues to go up, and nevertheless, and some downs, right? Because that's just healthy. It means people are taking profits and new people are buying what they sell, and it's healthy. The market is alive. But we may very well see a world where Bitcoin continues its healthy trajectory up, and Ethereum's market also goes up. It doesn't necessarily have to be one down for one to go up, but historically that is what has happened. And for the moment, even though Bitcoin is still at a high price, and may, and I believe will continue to soar higher. Many speculate it will go up to $300,000 Bitcoin. You can go to Polymarkets. I didn't pull it up for you guys this time, but Polymarkets are betting on it. And the last I checked, everyone still believes it's going to go up to at least $150,000 Bitcoin. But this actual bull run in itself will very likely last over a year. with some ups and downs along the way, because it's a journey, guys. And this is by Secrets of Crypto, who says, everyone wants to know where we are in my path to alt season chart. He says, we're in the phase 2 to 3 overlap. I've shared this chart with you before, like last week, but let me zoom in on it because we're moving our way along, kind of like in Monopoly, you know, we're making our way around the board, and we have changed positions since the last time I shared this chart with you. We're now in phase 2 and we're seeing early signs of phase 3. So what are these phases? I'm zooming in for you here. Phase 2 is when Ethereum starts outperforming Bitcoin. We saw that with the Ethereum ETFs. Go back in this video, rewind to go look at that if you want to. We're starting to see that, right? So Ethereum is starting to outperform Bitcoin, and we hear talks of the flipping when Ethereum does better or overtakes Bitcoin's dominance. And we're starting to go into this overlap area where money is flowing into large caps, where we see large buy-ups happening, which we're starting to see. And we're starting to enter the territory of phase 3, which is when Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin and large caps are going parabolic, which we have seen. I've had some bags, some crypto holdings, blue chips that I haven't seen pump so hard in a long time, which is amazing. So we are starting to see this happen. Guys, remember, as Mercury tells us here, when BTC momentum stalls, right, when it stops going parabolic, this is when alts send. And this is like crypto terminology, like to send it, like it's going to fly, you know, it's going to fly to the moon. These are things to watch for. Alts making higher highs and higher lows on BTC pullbacks. So what does this mean? It means that when BTC goes down a little bit, right, it's going up and then it pulls back, goes down a little bit. If you notice at the same time that your altcoins like pump during this time, that is this. And also when coins breaking out of key levels, think of HTF trends or multi-month ranges as BTC moves sideways. He says, when this happens, these coins will outperform until BTC chooses a direction again. So there's this constant like seesaw. I don't know if you know what a seesaw is, but it's like if you go to a children's playground, the kids, you know, that little board people jump on, and like one kid sits here, one kid sits here, and it's fun. Even for adults. There's that constant relationship between Bitcoin and altcoins. Like when Bitcoin's up, alts are not always down, but sometimes they're down because value moves from altcoins into Bitcoin. And then sometimes when Bitcoin goes down, it's because people are moving their value up into altcoins. Hopefully this makes sense. And as you see on this picture, to-do list, get this money. That is your job. That is our job as Bull Run, because our families are depending on us and your future self is depending on you. So you have to get this money because this is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your time to lock and lock out drama in your life, because if you don't make it this Bull Run, you're gonna have to wait 4 more years for this opportunity to come around again, and it will never be the same. It will never be like this. So you're welcome, because I am coming to you every single day, Monday through Friday, no matter what. And right now I'm actually planning Kyle's birthday, so it's a full-time job. But anyways, let's keep going. Some more news, and news that validates what I have just been sharing with you about how value has to go once it starts rolling over, right? Spilling over from Bitcoin into Ethereum, and Ethereum's ecosystem of blue chips, especially, like think top of the food chain. You then start to see some of that roll over into like the next layer of blue chips. And sometimes these are like stable coins. And right now we are seeing this happen. And we actually saw the awakening of token, a stable coin called XRP or Ripple. And it just surpassed USDT, which is pretty wild, because right now we have more or less measured the bullishness and the anticipation of Bitcoin's price. Like we've been able to measure, basically predict Bitcoin pumping based off of USDT's pump or minting of new tokens, because people have been using USDT to buy Bitcoin, to buy other tokens. So if XRP surpasses USDT, then it's pretty huge. It not only validates the fact that the altcoin season is starting, but it also kind of like tells everyone like, hey, like what's up? Like, are we gonna like how, like what implication does this have on the crypto bull run moving forward and how we take our signals of what's about to happen? So now it's become the 3rd largest cryptocurrency by market cap. Whoa, my mom will be happy because she's holding XRP. She keeps asking me about it. I'm like, I don't know. But anyway, and then here by Marty Party, who also has Really great content. I'd follow Marty Party at Marty Party Music. He says, the XRP inflows are new money. This is not a rotation. Total market cap is increasing. So this is interesting. I bet you I should know this, but I don't right now because I don't use the Base app, but I would bet, right? And I don't use Robinhood or any of these apps, which are great apps. If you're new, you should check out Robinhood and check out Base, Coinbase's, check out Base app, because I bet you like XRP is listed on them. And these apps are really great for new people. But I really wonder, where this new awareness for new people came from. So if you know, let me know, because I don't know. But this is amazing anyway. And according to Marty, completely trust his content. He's saying like, this is new money. These are new people. So the overall market cap of the crypto space has just increased, right? It wasn't crypto moving from one token to a different token type. It was new money from the outside coming in. So this is also a telling sign that the altcoin season frenzy is going to start when new people are onboarding. And that's what we see here. And here by Crypto Voodoo, I don't know if it's a girl or a guy, but they go on to say, break it all down, right? In terms of where we're at right now, what we're seeing. If you can see my screen, hopefully you can, or go home if you're driving and watch this video, because he paints it out like Bitcoin at 98,000, XRP at 240 with a 380 increase in the last 30 days. And then he says, think about AI coins with a 380% pump, right? So we have Render with this like pumpamentalness to it. Render, Near, FET, and Tau. And then he says, this is just the beginning. And I agree with him. It's just the beginning, guys. Okay, so that said, now we're shifting into today's alpha, like the juicy part. And as you can see on the screen right now, AI is dominating attention. It has 31.44% of the crypto mind share. This is like based on the total like holdings in the whole crypto space, followed by DeFi at 9.31, GameFi 6.11. And GameFi is going to pump because everyone knows gaming is like one of the biggest gateways into crypto. And then ETFs are at 4.85%, but AI leading by 31.44%. So he goes on to say, this dark hawk, he says, AI dominates attention, accounting for nearly 1/3 of crypto mindshare. Yet AI is only the 34th largest crypto sector by market cap on CoinGecko. It's behind liquid staking, memes, and DeFi. I believe AI, so his conclusion, and I basically agree, is I believe AI will be a top 5 to 10 sector within a year. Because remember, NVIDIA is like our champion, like flag bearer. It's thanks to NVIDIA, who now, I don't know at this point, at what point it is in stock rankings, but NVIDIA at one point was like, I think it was like becoming like the largest, most successful company in the world. And they produce, like AI, what do you call them? Like CPUs or like the technology needed for it, the chips. So, and NVIDIA is going to continue to perform well. And I think there'll actually be like a feedback loop between NVIDIA and the crypto space. But so this is what's going on. And this is why we believe AI is where you need to be putting your attention. I believe so. And then here we have this by Doc, JKRDOC, who goes on to say, this is a long post, but it's worth it, in my opinion, they say. The whole AI agent hype is here to stay. In fact, it will be one of the main narratives, just like the meme cycle. This whole cycle, whatever the narrative was, we were aping the memes. Sol memes, base season memes, Tron, ETH, Sui, etc., etc. Well, you get it, they say. The AI agent hype is the same and will be here alongside the meme. In fact, AI agents are way more applicable in the broader sense because it's analytics-based and autonomous. DeFi season, question mark, buy this yield optimizer agent. NFT season, buy this NFT agent. Farm season, buy this farm agent. Meme season, buy this meme agent. So basically you can make an agent out of anything and for any sector. DeFi, NFT, farming, meme season. Like agents spread across all the sectors. Virtual will most probably surpass Tau eventually. If you saw my last video, the last few minutes of it, I encourage you to go watch it, all about virtuals. Go check it out. You can make your own agent. It's like a pump fund, but for AI agents. So they go on to say, and I agree, virtuals will probably surpass Tau eventually. We are already seeing virtual killers, okay? Just like Tau. There are big MMs and VC backing and aping a single agent project on top of virtual. So there's virtual's like platform, it's like a pump fund. And then you have agents built on top of it. And just one single agent is like, they're already going like slightly parabolic. Like, so on top of the platform, like the platform is doing amazing. And then on top of it, like their agents are just blowing up. And they're useful. They're not just like memes, like they're useful. They actually do something. So just like the subnets of Tau, but subnets are expensive, both to purchase as well as maintain. While AI agents platforms are free to use and way easier to deploy. So eventually these will go further. And this is why this is such a golden gem for you, what I'm bringing you today. TLDR, we are early. People faded a meme super cycle for a long time, and the same will happen for the AI agents cycle. This tweet is either a massive top signal or I am right. Nothing in between that's worth betting for. So this was like a phenomenal write. I'm so happy that this person wrote all of this. So thank you very much, Mr. or Mrs. Doc, whoever or whatever you are. But here we go. This is the news I wanted to share with you. This is pretty rad. Some of you have been asking me in my comments, like, hey, what's up with Based? You know, you hear all the top KOLs and influencers talking about Based, but like, you know, what's going on? Well, here you have it. They've been hard at work, and Mainnet on Based is finally live. So go check them out. This is a little video. It's just cool. Go check them out. Go follow them. Based AI. Go join their community. That's the best way to stay connected. But I will also keep you updated because that's, you know, I want you to know what's going on. And if I bring something to you, then it's because I'm genuinely interested in it. And I bought this off the open market and it's awesome. So AI, as we have here by CC, at For Crypto Clearly, they say AI is about to change forever, and BCRED, BCRED, enables it all. This small coin packs big punch and is hard to understand. Most will miss this as a result. Don't let that be you. Strap in and let's learn its secrets. And then if you go follow this thread, you'll go learn all about it, which I won't read it for you because this video is getting so long, but go follow them. Their handle is at Crypto Clearly. Go read all about it, but they explain the utility, how this BCRED will be used to mint a brain, which is like I believe it's like the subnets on Tau, but on Based AI, they're called brains. I'm going to do a deep dive for you guys tomorrow, by the way. So you're going to want to watch my video tomorrow. It's going to be a tutorial, how to bridge, how to do all these things, what's going on, what's what. So you'll want to watch tomorrow's video. So don't think I'm leaving you hanging. Go follow this person and go read all about it. And tune in to watch my video tomorrow because it'll be a deep dive on everything Based. And as you can see here from Elon, this is all the way back 1 year ago. And all he tweeted was Based AI. So he obviously knows the devs. They're like very anonymous and secretive, like heads down building type of people. Kyle met with one of the developers. I forget where we were in Dubai, but I couldn't go because I was very busy with our Don't Die Diet by Brian Johnson, who we met actually. We went to, I don't know if you are in longevity or not, but you should be. Anyway, we met him in Singapore and yeah, we've been on his Don't Die Diet. We eat super veg every day and nutty pudding, and it's good for your gut. It's good for your health. Everything's in your gut. By the way, if you're not feeling good, you need to check out your gut and get on Brian Johnson's diet because it's basically a whole diet that helps heal your stomach. And then here you can see it, Based AI on Dex Screener, and you can see they've been pumping lately, as have all the top best blue chips in the crypto space, which is the sign that altcoin season is starting. And if you can see how flat and sideways they have been previously, and then all of a sudden this pump came in. So you're not too late. If you're going to buy it, I might wait for a little correction and then buy some more because you're still in time, or just buy it because it is going to go up. It's crazy. It's going to definitely surpass Tau at one point, I believe. It's going to be like virtuals and Based AI, I think. And then here you can see this is BCRED. This is the alpha for you guys here today. Go look them up because remember, you will be able to use BCRED to, what is it? Mint brains, something like that, which I'll bring you all the details tomorrow. So, but this is them, BCRED. We've been trending sideways. the time of this video, we're trying to break out, but we still haven't surpassed all-time highs. So it's a good time still to buy. Not financial advice, but if you were my mom, I would tell you to go buy some, or I'd buy it for you since I buy it for her. And here we have Bitcoin, because Bitcoin and Base DI are connected. And I will bring you all the details tomorrow, but you can basically go stake your Bitcoin and you will earn Base DI. So that's the connection, and that's what makes Bitcoin so beautiful of a meme coin. And there will be the peppening, the flippening, when this real Bitcoin will surpass the other Pepe, the fake, the fraudster Pepe. That's still pumping, by the way, but oh well, we won't talk about the other Pepe. That's it, guys. This is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you gained value. I hope you now understand where we are on this long journey, fast and furious journey to altcoin season frenzy, where you're going to make all the money to transform your life, as I hope you do. And you're going to want to tune into my video tomorrow, because it's going to be all about Base DI, a deep dive on what's going on, what to expect, and how you can get involved if you want to make a lot of money, basically, not financial advice. But that's it, guys. I love you very much, and I will catch you guys here tomorrow. Ciao.